Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams of the committee ranked basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage, as we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down right at the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the defender gets a hand in here to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. Oh, he's got a crease here, look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Allen. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down.
Here we go. Tuna.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Nittany Lions will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's O'Neal. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Moss. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. Second down play here. On the run, it's O'Neal. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The distance will be from 38 yards out. Kick is up and no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Important 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Moss. He finds the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Back to throw. It's Moss. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching. The quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Second and goal for the offense. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. And they're just able to get him down at the one, so close.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Again, makes it second and medium. Using his legs, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Can he make it to the marker? And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
There's nothing better than that. Fourth down and 1. Hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
The Nittany Lions churn out another first down. Dropping back. It's Aller. He bought some time. Now lets it go. caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Strong game by this quarterback. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The 18 puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Aller. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Third down play. Looking for a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pulls it in. It's Branch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's O'Neal. Touchdown, SC. This quarterback on fire today. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Here's the second down play.
Green 25.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down after that running play. Direct snap to the back. And the Natty Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Natty Lions have 1st and 10 here. Ending off on the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw. It's Aller. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And the Trojans looking to run some tempo here. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's going to take off. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Back to pass. It's Moss. Receiver makes the catch. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern California.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. This will likely be the last play of the half. And there's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Penn State offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the toss, heads to his right. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Natty Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. We go with a direct snap. And tackled there by the defense. Second down and goal upcoming. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
3rd and goal, we're trying to run it in. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Now look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. Looking downfield. It's Aller. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
They're going to run it here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, USC. They will claim the 2nd half lead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Misses the receiver, incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Aller. And they heave it deep downfield. And the ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Toss play to the outside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. Looking to throw. It's Moss. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Or it's snapped to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This is important, a chance to extend the lead here in the final quarter. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Aller. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
4th down, looking to throw for it. With the catch, it's Evans. And the runner steps out of... Does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
Trying to find room. It's Peterson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Moss. Pressure is coming. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is why they're in the playoffs, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's Aller. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Hit as he released it. Makes the catch downfield. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And that run produces a decent gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
42 Spider.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Urgency here. Got to cut it this lead. It's third down and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
PHC is good. They still trail though. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Game makes it second and medium. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Moss. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that completion. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands and work his magic.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.